everybody, Looster here, and today we have come down the West Coast Main Line for more train spotting, but the train that's in front of me is a double London North Western Railway Class 350, which is running about 20 minutes late, which is forming a delayed 12:59 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street. 35118 is at the front. And 35374 comes up on the rear of that double London North Western Railway Class 350. And yes, this train has brought me in today. I felt like I was sat on it for about like 40 minutes because of overhead electric wire problems, which caused me to have a 20-minute delay, and I felt like I was sat on 35118 for like an hour because I was on that train. But anyways, today we have come down the West Coast Main Line for some more train spotting here at Acton Bridge. Sign hiding away from me. And this is a pretty good station. And yes, today here at Acton Bridge, you will be seeing services by London North Western Railway, Avanti West Coast, and maybe a bit of freight if we get lucky. We probably will get some freight because 1, we are in the West Coast Main Line, and 2, this station is 1 for the tones and 1 for the freights. And yes, I did come here a few weeks ago and it did delete video, so yeah, revisit sooner than expected for me. But anyways, it doesn't matter because I really like this station because it's so good. But anyways, let's see what else shall happen here at Acton Bridge 20 minutes later. Let's quit with the yapping now. I shall see us all when the next train comes, everybody. Now passing through is going to be the 1321 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street with a class 807. When I say it's the 1321 service, it's probably expected now at 1321 because it is delayed. It's probably like some kind of 1310 service which is delayed. But it is on its way now, and it is crawling through the station very slowly as it is approaching the station more slower. But it is an 807. This is formerly delayed 1310 service, I think, Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street, passing through Acton Bridge very slowly. So then, 807009. Passes through in much slower fashion, and it's probably because of that 350, given the delays. The one I was on, the 350 that brought me here. But anyways, that Avanti West Coast service is forming a probably delayed 1310 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street. And then we do also have another train down there. It is going to be a freight class 66, which is probably heading to some freight terminal up in Liverpool probably. This is forming the 1323 service. And it is not a class 66. Oh dear, Stepford Zone cursing coming for me. But anyways, what do we have on this? It's a class 90! It's 90015! And then I couldn't catch the second bit! Couldn't catch the second bit of that class 90 freight train. And for some reason I was thinking it was a 66. Oh dear, silly me. That's probably heading to some freight terminal up in Liverpool. And yes, my story for this station is very good. And yes, I do call this the train spotting tone station, and for some reason I've not got any tones yet, but I probably will later. But anyways, as that heads up the West Coast Main Line, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Acton Bridge. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino, which is formerly 1335 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central from London Euston. This went via Birmingham New Street. So then what's on this Pendolino? Couldn't catch the numbers on that. But it was 390 something. I couldn't catch the numbers on that because I couldn't see. But this formerly 1335 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central from London Euston, which went via Birmingham New Street. So it wasn't the express as it did the slow runs. And then I think we also have another train coming through now. It's another Class 390 Pendolino for Avanti West Coast. 391.10. My goodness, wasn't expecting that at all. This is formerly 1336 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. This went from Glasgow Central, and this is formerly Express, which is going non-stop all the way to London Euston. This is doing the express that is going non-stop, and I did not even expect that coming, as I did not, well, I seen it coming, but I thought it was the previous Pendolino that was going to Glasgow. 391.10 was on the second Pendolino. I couldn't see what was on the first one of that Class 390 Pendolino, but anyways, what crazy action, as we have nothing for 5 minutes and then we get 2 Pendolinos in the spring of 2 minutes. But anyways, let's quit the yapping now. I shall see you all when the next train comes, everyone. Now arriving in is going to be the 1349 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street, which is going to be a singular 4-carriage Class 350 this time, which is just arriving into Acton Bridge now with the 1349 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street. And it is in its London Midland colours, as seen, which will be a 350/2 by the looks of it. But anyways, what's on this? 350-265 does the honours. And this 350 just arrived into Acton Bridge now with the 1349 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. And I shall see us all when this 350 departs. Now departing is going to be the 1349 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street with 350-265. Which is heading to its next stop of Runcorn with the 1349 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street, 350-265 in a single variant this time. And as that 350 heads down the West Coast Main Line, I shall see us all when the next train comes, everybody. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. 391.17! 1350 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Edinburgh Waverley. This formed the delayed 1350 service. Apologies. 39117. This formed the delayed 1350 Avanti West Coast service from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston. With 39117 heading to its next stop of Crewe, and as that it's down the West Coast main line. I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Acton Bridge. Now arriving in is going to be the delayed 1359 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, which is just arriving in now into Acton Bridge. This is going to be a doubled up London North Western Railway class 350. This time this will be doubled up. This has actually come from Liverpool South Parkway, as it got cancelled in between Liverpool Lime Street and Liverpool South Parkway due to a late arrival of an inbound service, so apologies for said Liverpool Lime Street. But anyways, 35405 is at the front of this ex Transpennine Express as well. And then I will catch the rear set of this when this departs. Oh, and also down there is Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendolino, which is just passing through now, which is forming the 1410 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street or Edinburgh Waverley, probably. But anyways, see you all when this double London North Western Railway 350 departs. Now departing is going to be the delayed 1359 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Brilliant tone! And 35254 comes up on the rear. Brilliant tone from the guard, as this is forming the delayed 1359 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool South Parkway, as it did get cancelled in between Liverpool Lime Street and Liverpool South Parkway due to a late arrival of an inbound service, as RTT told me. 35405 and 35254 does the goods, and as that heads to its next stop of Hertford, I shall see you all when the next train comes. Now passing through is going to be the 1414 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street with the class 807, which is just passing through Acton Bridge now. And then there is also another train behind me, which is going to come through very shortly, and I think it will be a London North Western Railway class 350, which is behind me. And yes, I was right, which is passing through now. This is forming the 1414 as well, London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. 35267 with a fabulous tone. 807003 is on this. And I do love a good crossover, me. And this Avanti West Coast 807 is forming the 1414 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street with 807003. The London North Western Railway 350 is forming the 1414, also 1414, London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street, which was 35267. And as those two trains head to their destinations, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Acton Bridge. Crossover. Now passing through is going to be a class 66 for freight, which is forming the 1421 service, heading to somewhere. with a freight service, the Class 66. And there is also a Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino behind me. Which is formerly 1421 Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North from London Euston. And then we also have a freight Class 66, which is just about to haul through now. 66,780 and 66,712 with Northern Powerhouse. Totally wasn't expecting this coming onto platform 3, but a good job I was over there just to catch the Pendolino. This is going somewhere, that Class 66, and as that heads down the West Coast main line, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Acton Bridge. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 807, which is formerly 1436 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street with a Class 807. So then, what's on this 807? 807 002! Passes through with the 1436 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston with 807 002. Head to his next stop of Runcorn. And also now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino 39156. Absolutely storms through Acton Bridge with the delayed 1430 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Glasgow Central with the non-stop express 39156 absolutely obliterates through Acton Bridge. And that's him to his next stop of London Euston. And as both those trains head down the West Coast main line, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Acton Bridge. Now passing through is going to be another freight train, which is heading to a terminal probably up in Liverpool, I'm not too sure, but it is a Class 68. I do love my good 68s roaring through stations. So then, what do we have on here? 68007. Rolls through Acton Bridge there with the Class 68. I think he's heading to some terminal up in Liverpool. Not too sure, not too shabby yet. But anyways, as that heads up the West Coast main line, I shall see you all when the next train comes, y'all. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino, which is formerly delayed 1450 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Edinburgh. 39138. Passes through quite lovely there, which is formerly delayed 1450 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Edinburgh. And as that, this will go via Birmingham New Street, and as that is down the West Coast main line, I shall see you all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the delayed 1449 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street, which is going to be a double class 350 for London North Western Railway, which is just arriving into Acton Bridge now. So then, at the front is 350 120. And at the rear is 350 410. And as the pair of London North Western Railway 350s arriving now, I shall see us all when these 350s depart. Now departing is going to be the delayed 1449 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street. 350 120 and 350 410 does the honours. Vetted for its next stop of Runcorn. And as the pair of the London North Western Railway Class 350s head up to Liverpool Lime Street, I shall see us all when the next train comes, everybody. Now arriving in is going to be the delayed 1459 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street. And it is the return of 350 265. This is forming a delayed 1459 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, and I shall see us all when this 350 departs. Now departing is going to be the delayed 1459 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street. $350,265. Heading to his next stop of Hertford. There's that, it's down the West Coast Main Line, and it's your next stop of Hertford. I shall see you all when the next train comes. Now passing through is going to be the 1510 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street with a Class 390 Pendolino. Passing through rather slower than usual. 390,010. Cumbrian Spirit. And as the plaque said, Cumbrian Spirit as well for 390,010. This from the 1510, too many tens, Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street, and as that it's down the West Coast Main Line, I shall see us all for our next and final train of today here at Acton Bridge. See you when the next train comes then. Now passing through is going to be our final train of today, which will be the 1514 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street. What do we have here? 350 110. Absolutely rockets through Acton Bridge with the 1514 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street, and as that heads up to its next stop of Runcorn, we shall conclude today's video here at Acton Bridge. If you did enjoy today's video, except for the tiny bit of mistakes, make sure to like and subscribe. There may have been a tiny bit of mistakes, but either or, it was fun, and I really do enjoy this station, and a revisit is definitely on the tick list or the checklist. But yes, super duper fun, I got to say. We didn't get much tones as I thought I would, especially because I'm at Acton Bridge. But anyways, that's enough for me. As for me here at Acton Bridge, I shall see you all in our next video. Peace out.